With a name that evokes images of olfactory splendor, this pulsating city belongs to a country with two government systems. Home to the first ever billion-dollar edifice, this is a place where East meets West, where luxury cars are a common sight, and everybody's in the business of making money. This stop is Hong Kong. Welcome to Culture Shock. The Hong Kong Special Administrative Region comprises of Hong Kong Island, Kowloon, the New Territories and 260 outlying islands on the southern coast of mainland China. Hong Kong's population reached 6.98 million in 2007. It is one of the most densely populated areas in the world, with a population density of some 6,420 people per square kilometre. The Hong Kong International Airport is the main stop for visitors coming to Hong Kong by air. It also offers daily direct flights to major cities in Oceania, Europe, North America and Asia. The most economical way from the airport to the city is by train, the Airport Express. Just look for the Airport Express signs in the airport. The journey will take about 24 minutes. However, a more scenic, more convenient but more expensive way out of the airport is by taxi. You can get them just right outside the airport. The taxis are colour-coded according to their operating areas, each type occupying a separate row at the taxi station. Red urban taxis serve most destinations throughout Hong Kong. Green taxis serve only the New Territories, and blue taxis serve all destinations in Lantau. I have to say this is one of the best drives I've ever taken from any airport to a city. The mountains are really spectacular around. You could be in the Alps or the Spanish Pyrenees if it wasn't for these enormous condominiums. Because there's sky in between each building, you seem to float in the air. And then you get these wonderful glimpses of water, whether it be a bay or a river or a sea. And together it's very dramatic, beautiful. Looking around, I feel quite at home here. The signs are in English, the people speak and seem to know English, and even some of the places feel like England. The British influence on this predominantly Cantonese Chinese city really goes a long way. After all, Hong Kong had more than 160 years of British influence before it was handed over to China in 1997. Under China's one country, two systems policy, Hong Kong retains its British legacy of a capitalist economic system, enjoying a high degree of autonomy in many areas of governance. Hong Kong has flourished into a leading financial capital and major business hub. Even after its return to China, the pace of growth has not abated. The pulse of Hong Kong's economy can be felt right in its streets. The streets of Hong Kong are in a state of perpetual motion. This is in part due to its cultural trait of one-upmanship, where everyone wants to get ahead of everyone else, to be better than everyone else. In Hong Kong, it's all about success and money. In fact, everyone is in the business of making money. The Hong Kong people appear to be a fast-paced lot. They talk fast, they walk fast, they play fast, they live fast. No wonder this is a 24-hour city that never sleeps. They just don't want to miss a second. To be in the business of making money, it is important to stay connected, which is the reason why Hong Kong has the highest number of mobile phones per capita. Everyone I see on the street is talking on the phone or sending their friends messages, and it's not just young executives. This need to be connected spawned peculiar behaviour, contrary to typical Chinese conservatism. Hong Kongers old and young carry on their conversations at the top of their lungs. Even in public places, they openly share their views with everyone within earshot. Apparently, there's a good reason why people talk loudly on their mobile phones. In the days of pages and landlines, mobile phones were considered a status symbol, and Hong Kongers like to flash those symbols of wealth through very loud conversations. Today, after mobile phones have become commonplace accessories, the loud conversations remain. However, Hong Kongers' penchant for flaunting their status has moved on to even bigger things. Mercedes-Benz, BMWs, Lexus, Ferraris, you name it, you got it. To the keen observer on the streets, these luxury cars can be spotted cruising the streets of Hong Kong. Hong Kongers have an unquenchable desire to drive the biggest and costliest cars available. To them, these cars are vital symbols of status. As a result, Hong Kong leads the world with the largest per capita ownership of Rolls-Royce, as well as with the highest number of Mercedes-Benz outside Germany. Wow, that's the 10th luxury car I've seen in the last 10 minutes. They're everywhere. A test of your showmanship, you can't deny the importance of making a good first impression on your client. And another way of flashing your wealth is by staying in fancy and stylish hotels, like this one. Elegant and European-style boutique hotels like this are plenty in Hong Kong. A choice selection of lodging will reflect your taste and prestige. Boutique hotels also present great settings to impress clients and associates. Titan.
Wow. Hey. Hi.
See you again.
How's your flight?
It was okay. It was not bad. It's a bit shaky in places, a bit turbulent, but it's okay.
Okay.
Hey, did you manage to speak to the client and sort out the meeting for tomorrow?
Oh, come on, Nick. It's the first day. Don't talk about business, okay?
All right.
Let me show you around.
Okay. Beneath the gleaming veneer of modern architecture lives a people with traditionally Chinese values and attitudes. In fact, 95% of Hong Kong's population is Chinese. It is thus not surprising to find traditional Hong Kong-style cafes nestled amidst tall commercial buildings right smack in town. Cha Chan Teng literally means tea restaurants. They are very popular, very typical and very convenient eating places in Hong Kong. Yeah, I mean, this is a very Chinese place.
Yes,
right?
yes.
I've noticed that, you know, you'll get a very Chinese place, you'll get a very Western place of eating, and there seems to be a lot of that around. You know, that there's a Western culture here and there's Chinese culture here.
Yeah.
So what is Hong Kong? Is it a Western city or a Chinese city?
Well, to me, Hong Kong is definitely an international city. Yes, the mixture of East and West, combination of Eastern and Western style.
Hong Kong is a mixture of East and West. This is due to the historical legacy of British colonization and its return to mainland China in 1997. This mix is even reflected in some of its food. This looks familiar, yet not.
This is the prawn ball with cheese and butter.
And broccoli.
Obviously, this is spaghetti. So with the ham on it and with sweet and sour sauce.
Really? Sweet and sour sauce? Sweet and sour ham spaghetti?
The pork chop, rice, but with soy sauce. Really? Yeah, let's have some.
So it's real fusion food.
Exactly.
I mean, it's really fusing the East and the West.
Yes.
The culinary creativity of the Hong Kong chef extends even to giving Western beverages an Eastern twist.
And this is very, very special. This is called Born Coke.
As in Coca-Cola that's been heated up to bubbling temperature.
Yeah. Well,
and why would you do that?
Well, actually, it is, well, in Hong Kong, we can treat this as Chinese herbal tea. Because my mother told me that when you got flu and cold, you can drink this. And it will cure.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks to its unique location and history, Hong Kong is a melting pot of Eastern and Western cultures, traditional and modern, old and new, merged to create Hong Kong's distinctive culture. Hong Kong was lauded as one of the 4 dragons of Asia for its high growth rates and rapid industrialization. Its success has given Hong Kong a place on the world stage. It is the world's 11th largest trading economy, the 6th largest foreign exchange market, 15th largest banking centre and Asia's 2nd biggest stock market. Hong Kong is home to the world's first ever billion-dollar edifice. And here it is, the Hong Kong and Shanghai Banking Corporation's headquarters. But it's not alone. There are lots of big names, big companies, big buildings here. With so much economic activity, it comes as no surprise that the engine driving Hong Kong is the people's single-minded dedication to making money. Nowhere will you find a people as industrious, resourceful and efficient. They can be your most demanding clients or the most powerful associates. And to do business in Hong Kong, it is important to understand the mindset of its people. One of the best ways to approach an understanding of the mindset is through language and a study of business etiquettes. Cantonese, the official Chinese language in Hong Kong, is spoken by most of the population. Actually, could you teach me some of the language that you use here in Hong Kong?
Oh, sure, yes. Hello, in Cantonese, Lei Hou Ma.
Lei Hou Ma.
Lei Hou Ma.
Lei
Three
Hou Ma.
single words. Lei Hou Ma. Lei is you.
Yes.
Hou is Hou. Good. Ma is something like the end of the question.
So you good question mark.
Yes.
Is basically what that
Lei
is.
Hou
Okay,
Ma.
that's good.
Yeah. And when you meet the people in the morning, we say 早晨.
早晨.
Good morning.
早晨.
Yeah, 早晨.
And there's a definite pitch change there, isn't there? 早晨.
Yes, it's a tonal language. 早 is the upper tone, and 晨 is the lower tone.
早晨. Cantonese is known for its complicated tones and colourful expressions. It is the language of the street and the centre of Hong Kong's pop culture. English is the official business language. It is spoken by more than 1/3 of the population. However, Hong Kongers speak it with an accent.
This is a knife. This is a fork, and the food looks very delicious. Yeah, something like that.
It's very stop and start. Like, I like to sit and talk with you about things that about language.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
nice.
Instead of speaking fluently, so it's very interesting.
Besides accent, I will also have to get used to Cantonese terminology, especially an unflattering one of old. What do you call the foreigner here?
鬼佬.
Oh, right.
鬼佬.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Actually, it's an old term, and when it translated literally, would mean ghost man.
Ghost man?
Ghost man.
Oh.
It's very horrible. Ghost man.
Oh. The term is not meant to be rude. It's not particularly endearing, but it's just part of Hong Kong's culture to think of foreigners in such terms. There is no malicious intent behind the term. Perhaps it is just a description left over from the old days when the Chinese mistrusted foreigners. Don't worry, I'm not floating about on this chair here, levitating like a ghost man. When it comes to business, it is an advantage to speak their language. Armed with a few Cantonese phrases and a slightly better understanding of Hong Kong culture, I think I am ready to meet my Hong Kong clients.
我同大家介紹啊 ，Mr. Nick Chiddle， Mr. Tong。
Oh, welcome to Hong Kong.
Mr.
Very
Tong.
nice to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
佢係我哋 Managing Director 嚟嘅，
係
係international trading 嘅公司，
係嘛？
係啦。
This is my name card.
Okay.
She's my PR manager.
Business in Hong Kong is very much about the labels and making an impression. Thus, introducing yourself as just plain old Joe would not do the trick. Positions, titles and salutations reflect your area of influence and add credibility and prestige. Okay, let me show you my cards. Okay, let me hand it.
我想知道阿 Mr. Nick 喺英倫嗰邊咧，就嗰啲佢嘅家私嘅工場或者係嗰個鋪頭嗰個歷史嘅背景，或者有幾多間工場啊，幾多間鋪頭，可以俾啲資料我哋咁樣。
Mr. Tong would like to know more the background of our company and.
When doing business in Hong Kong, there are underlying business etiquettes that foreigners should be aware.
其實我哋而家做開都係比較中價啲家私，但係我都對阿 Nick 嘅啲產品都好興趣，想走啲高價路線，即係轉型啊咁。咁其實有冇 discount 嘅？
We never really do that.
No. Wow, don't do that. Let's say this way. Well, I think we need to offer discount. Yeah, because this is what we call 賣賬.
Maizhang literally means selling of credit. It means that when a person gives face or is given face, the other party is implicitly expected to reciprocate. Maizhang need not be in the form of money, nor do you need to return the favour immediately. Like returning a personal favour, it is like an invisible mental ledger that people keep. When conducting negotiations, it is wise to keep criticisms or disagreements polite and discreet. Pressing the point may provoke a negative response and cause the other party to lose face.
Conversely, to give a person face is to honor and respect the person's sensitivities.
Why don't we tell him more about our award? Yeah, it just helps to build our, the Xingyong trust.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Giving face, Mai Jiang and Guan Si will put you in good light with your Hong Kong partners. You, however, will more likely remember them for their interesting English names. Tyson. What a name. The name Tyson.
Yeah. Well, actually, my English teacher helped me come up with it. And she said it suits me because my Chinese name has the word strong. In Cantonese, kerm.
Strong.
In it, strong.
Right,
yeah.
okay, so strong, Titan, strong man.
Yeah.
The English names are chosen to spare foreigners the struggle of pronouncing Chinese words, and also distinctively unique to help them stand out.
Rainbow Lang.
Rainbow.
Yeah, Rainbow Lang, yeah.
Rainbow Ung.
And Creamy Chung.
Creamy Chung, what is that? That's a very tasty name.
Yeah, like a box of chocolate. And what else? A Baby Lamb.
Baby Lamb.
Baby
That's
Lamb.
not a very tough corporate name. It's sort of like you'd sort of handle Baby
Yeah,
Lamb with a
tiny
bit of
little
care,
baby.
right?
Yeah, tiny little baby. And one more name, which is very interesting, He-Man.
He-Man.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, Titan's strong, but He-Man is even stronger.
Well,
You imagine he's a very, very tough guy.
No,
He-Man.
Willie. It's not a guy.
What?
Yeah, she's a girl.
A girl?
Yeah,
Called He-Man?
She's pretty.
Imagine inviting her to meet your parents. Like, oh, hi, Mum and Dad, this is my new girlfriend, He-Man.
Yeah, let's give it a try.
Scare them. Scare them.
Historians have even suggested that the name Hong Kong was inspired by its early export of fragrant incense used for offerings to the gods. When the British claimed Hong Kong as a crown colony in 1841, there was only a small collection of fishing villages. Today, the city is one of the world's top exporters of garments, watches, clocks, toys, games, electronic and light industrial products. With such secular beginnings, it is therefore not surprising that despite being a modern and sprawling metropolis, some traditions and superstitions still hold sway in Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, feng shui, which literally means wind and water, is taken seriously. It is perhaps the single most important Chinese concept that is universally embraced in Hong Kong. Here, feng shui is a household phrase that is understood by everyone regardless of age and gender.
Even if you don't believe in the feng shui principles and think it's a load of nonsense, please remember that those around you and in the business circles in Hong Kong will be taking it extremely seriously.
Hong Kong is lauded as a food paradise, with over 30,000 restaurants covering all major cuisines of the world. Hong Kongers eat out more often than those of any other land. Hence, businessmen also like to mix business and pleasure, closing deals over food.
It's very social. It's like England's bingo.
Yes, exactly.
But very early in the morning.
This is their good place for gathering and chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, it is very loud and lively.
Yeah.
And, there's a lot of chatter.
In traditional Hong Kong tea houses, dishes are served in small portions called dim sum. Instead of menus, waitresses push around a small cart with servings of dim sum dishes in bamboo steamers.
Dim sum means the chef cook the foods from the bottom of their hearts. And they are trying to touch your hearts also when you eat it. Yeah, so it's very meaningful.
The beat of the city never slows down. To get a feel of Hong Kong city life, I hop on its oldest means of transportation.
Forget buses, taxis, cabs. We're travelling the old-fashioned way on the Hong Kong tram.
The Hong Kong tram is one of the oldest means of transportation in Hong Kong. It has been serving Hong Kong since 1904. It is also the most economical mode of transport, charging only $2 Hong Kong for adults, regardless of distance.
The tram not only goes around Hong Kong Island, it also goes up the peak as well. Not the same tram though.
The venerable Peak Tram gives a uniquely spectacular perspective on Hong Kong, and as most passengers will testify, it is the only way to truly experience the beauty.
I'm here at the peak, which gives you an incredible 360-degree panoramic view of Hong Kong City and beyond.
Just when Hong Kong has filled you with its oriental charms, she reminds you again that the city is really in the forefront of modernity.
Well, as you can see, there's an excitable crowd of people gathering for a show that's about to take place any minute. I'm told the performers are ready. They've been rehearsing all day. They're a little bit nervous. We had a scare earlier. One of the performers' lights had gone out, but it's okay now. So, ladies and gentlemen, brace yourself for the world-famous light, music and dance show of the Hong Kong Corporate Buildings.
The Hong Kong skyline is probably the most renowned in the world. The city has more skyscrapers than any other city in the world, even putting New York to shame.
I think in Hong Kong it's a case of if you can't beat them, join them. So why not jump in with both feet and join the current of opportunism that surges through this dynamic city? It's Hong Kong. Take a risk, seize the day.
In essence, Hong Kong's brilliance is due both to its cultural diversity and the unique local culture born from the diversity. This Asian dragon is a vision of economic development, powered by a population who are industrious risk-takers. A Western economy with Asian sensitivities, this is the synergy that has characterized Hong Kong.